Hi there, Amy again at Floriculture. We're doing floral design at home during Easter. So I just wanted to show you another idea you could do for some Easter treats to feature your beautiful chocolates that you're going to hopefully be getting and eating. These were two baskets or two bird's nests that I created last week, just using some old Doddervine that has gone sort of rather dry and crispy, but it's retained its circular shape. I popped in some Spanish moss that's just growing on a fence, and I used some pine cones. Now, I did have flowers in these last week, but they have since moved on. So I just thought you might like to see some other ideas you could do. So this could be a living and breathing bird's nest, basically, with some additional eggs. I'll put this basket to the side, and I might as well talk about this one now as well. So this was also a basket featuring beautiful florals from my garden too. This is actually from a palm tree. It's the palm flowers, or those weird things with the seeds that hang down and fall off around your area, that I've just twisted into a round shape, tied it up with some twine, and then I've used pineapple fibre to create the little sort of nest that the birds would sit into, like that. So two perfectly handy bird's nests or baskets that you can use to make whatever you like. I am, if you know me very well, I'm a big succulent fan, so I thought it might be nice just to display a few succulents sitting in the bird's nest basket with nothing at all in them. So they may latch on to the Spanish moss and grow further. They will need water still, but they may just sort of grow on their own accord. So I'm just going to might even use some pine cones still. So they may even grow in and around the pine cones. Can't talk today. Like I've mentioned before, floristry is about experimentation. So I don't have all the answers. I don't think anyone does until you work with them and see what happens. So I have, an abundance of succulents growing out of control with all the rain that we've had. So I wanted to use them because I think a lot of people also have succulents growing at home. And, you can just have them in pots, beautiful. But, there's other ideas of how you can display them and help them grow. So I thought I just would introduce some of those ideas to you. So I've also got this fabulous bright green just to jazz it up a little bit. So I'm just going to cut some of this off. And this can kind of just hang down in and around the pine cones. As I said, I'm only just kind of inserting. Succulents last really well under a lot of different conditions. So I suspect this will last beyond Easter. But, keep it outside then, or keep it hydrated with some water every now and then, a spray of water. They don't need a lot, succulents. In fact, a lot of people kill succulents by too much love, which is understandable. You want to take care of your plants. You don't want to see them die. But, sometimes just a bit too much love, too much water tends to throw them out of balance. Okay. So that's one little basket you could do, and then again you could jazz it up with these fabulous store-bought from Aldi polystyrene and stick eggs, stick skewer eggs. So these could just be, actually that's a little bit long, a bit shorter. So no real tools except for my scissors for this one. A bit of blue. All I'm doing with this is sort of creating a bit of a pattern. I like to work in threes. A lot of florists will sort of say that 3 is the magic kind of number. It is, because it creates lovely balance of triangles. Sorry about the noise next door. It's not really a good time to do this. This is when my daughter's sleeping. I'm just going to put one more pine cone just to balance out that lovely 3 that I've got. And this is where you could throw some little eggs in and around as well. And the eggs match beautifully with the colours of my fake eggs. and actually in a way the colours of the succulents, which are, you know, a soft sort of minty grey colour. There's some pink ones. So this would be lovely to find in the garden somewhere, I'm sure, for any little people that are not sure what's quite happening in the world, but they still want their Easter eggs. So there we go. One lovely little Easter basket for someone. Put that off to the side, and we can do something similar, or not quite similar, with this one. So again, that's just been filled with pineapple fibre, pineapple grass, which can be purchased from Bunnings or garden centres. So I might just actually start with laying my pine cones this time. So it's just a slightly different technique rather than just going haphazardly. Just laying them out, and then I'm going to use slightly different succulents. I'm just going to sit them in between. So you could group your succulents together, you could spread them apart. Anything is fine. Look, working with nature is the main idea here. We might not be able to connect literally with people, but you can definitely connect with nature anytime. You can give a tree a hug anytime. And you know, I really think that nature likes to be played with. So that's what we're doing, we're playing with nature and having fun. Now these don't have much of a stem, but that's okay. They're just going to be plonked in and around this basket anyway, this bird's nest. I keep calling it a bird's nest basket. It's sort of, it's a number of things. It's evolving every day. And just for that colour, I will put again these bright green succulents. If anyone knows the name of these, please let me know. And I love that this is coming up here. It's sort of almost a little bit of a handle, so I wonder if I can get the succulent to sort of grow up there. That would be amazing. So maybe in a month's time, when this has grown a bit more, I can send you, or I can do another video and to see what's happened, how it's evolved. It's nice to see nature grow and evolve into other things. It never stops growing, nature. Okay, so a little bit of this green stuff, just tucking it in and under the pine cones. Okay, so perfect activity for rainy days inside or outside. And then I've got a few more eggs still, my sparkly bedazzled eggs. Might as well put them in. I think they look quite fun. No chocolate in these. Okay, I'm not going to use that pink one because it's seems to have been eaten or something, probably by my daughter.
Oh, God, help me! God, please, no!
Yes, very noisy children. And look, I've got one little bunny I can just position somewhere. And a few little eggs throughout. And there you go, you got your Easter sorted. So those fake eggs cost me 99 cents from Aldi, and I think I got a pack of 12. And these little packet of eggs I think were a couple of dollars as well. Everything else has been homegrown or foraged. So I'm sure neighbours won't mind if you've got something, if they're growing something that you would love to use. I'm sure they'd be happy to see it go to a good home. Okay, and the beauty about the succulents is you can kind of nestle the eggs in the middle as well. So there we go, another little gorgeous Easter idea. Easter bird's nest, ready to be eaten and loved. Thanks again for joining us. I will see you next time. Enjoy your Easter. Bye.